If you're someone experiencing tough times, feels as though you're the only one enduring, or looking for a self-help book, then go to Amazon.com and purchase Miles Behind Me, Memoir from a Former Rideshare Driver by Charles Wins. Ride-sharing at the end of the morning, day or evening can leave you grateful. For starters, you understand that you do not have it as terrible as you believe you do. You may think you're having a rough day dealing with the unknowns of the roads. That is, until you pick up someone from the library who shares that they had to take a car ride, then walk to get there. Once they enter inside, they are breathing hard as sweat leaves them yearning for water. On this day, it was 94 degrees when I picked Fred up from the parks of Arlington Mall. When he closes the door and puts his seatbelt on, I said, "Look like you just finished a marathon." He responded that he did not. He had many obstacles to get to the mall. Inquisitive. After he caught his second wind leaning his head on the window taking in the wonders of the AC, I insist that he tells me about it. He expresses how his friend picked him, and 8 minutes within his trip, the car ran out of gas. They were too far away from a gas station, and the phone calls his boy made was to no avail. His friend remembered that he had AAA, but when he got on the phone with them, they mentioned that it would be a 3-hour wait to bring them gas because they were extremely busy. Fred did not want to wait, thus he began using his feet making his way over the bridge, taking a minute to allow oncoming traffic flowing, and just before he was about to cross, he witnessed a car collision. He said he could have just left, but that would have been heartless to do. Being in Arlington near a lot of business helped as the police arrived at the scene in 15 minutes. After giving his report, the police offered him a bottle of chilled water. It took another 45 minutes of him right left, then he was at the front of the mall. By the time I dropped Fred back home, he had enough energy to tell me thanks and make his way to the door. I insisted that tomorrow will be a better day. Again, you are grateful that you are in a romantic relationship where you are the person first choice. You may think that is factious, but I remember it as if it was a ride ago. I pulled up downtown Dallas to one of the businesses and this woman walking out of on the phone talking about what was unclear. Let's say her name is Rochelle. My red door closes as she puts her seatbelt on and does not speak. She proceeds to tell her girl that she needs her to be her alibi because Marcus keeps on calling her. How she been of work for hour, but she was on the rooftop with Darius getting her walls massaged and smoking weed. She goes on speaking about how she enjoyed the spontaneity of it all, that it had been a minute that they exchanged orgasms and that he never fails. As I'm driving, she continues saying that Marcus get on her nerves and that she told him that she had to work late, that she is tired of going home and dealing with him, but it is to keep the peace. Of course, when I pulled up to their residency, I was expecting Marcus to be out there with 4th of July energy, though that day had passed. With my foot on the gas to her home when I am shaking my head and smiling because it is all a rerun and communication could have cleared all of this up,